So let's assume that we have found an area that we want to convert an HMO in. Ultimately, there's two strategies to this. You can find an existing HMO and you can, what I would call, optimize it, ultimately enlarge it, make it more aesthetically pleasing, make it significantly more rentable, probably change the furniture, add on suites, etc., etc. That would be optimizing an existing HMO. Otherwise, you could find a house that is not currently an HMO, which you will therefore need to, depending on the area, apply for planning permission for, and then you can optimize that and achieve the planning permission. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you an example with a property that is a current HMO and how we can optimize that property. So if we go on to Rightmove, ultimately, if we go to renting, there's the option to go to student properties for rent. Now, in a lot of towns, a lot of the HMOs are student properties. So one of the ways we can find areas that, if we're going to go down the student route, that are going to be popular for students in terms of location, is to look at those properties on Rightmove. So for example, if I click on student properties to rent, and I then select, let's say, Portsmouth, I'm going to include let agreed properties, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a minimum of 6 bedrooms, because ultimately we want to find properties that we can convert into large HMOs. So if I find accommodation, so there's 109 properties that are 6 bedrooms or above. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is quickly scroll down and have a look at the types of properties that are there. And you'll see that, for example, there's one here in Telephone Row which is renting at £4,500 a month. So we've got some healthy rents here of the sorts of things we're looking for. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on the map icon, and we're going to look at where those properties are on the map. I'm going to zoom in. And you can see here with Portsmouth that basically the university, I already know it is, but the university must be in the southern half of the island of Portsmouth, because ultimately that's where all these student properties are. So really interestingly, a lot of cities will have particular areas where students want to live. And if you want to own and operate an HMO in a student area, you need to make sure that you are in that area. It's utterly pointless being outside of that or too far outside of that, because you just will not rent your rooms to students. People are going to want to live near their friends, they're going to want to live near bus routes, etc., etc. Often there's free university buses or heavily subsidised transport for students in particular areas. So we scroll down here, you'll see these grey buildings basically are the university buildings. So you've got university buildings here. That's where the university is, which is why you can see that the properties are located around those areas. So for example, you've got Playfair Road, Paynes Road, Hudson Road, Margate Road, Cottage Grove. You can see this area is clearly popular with students, as is this road here, and as is this area over here. What you'll notice is there's very few properties north of this road here, the A2030. There's very few student properties north of there. And you'll also notice that as we move further east, there's very few properties over this way that are student properties. So that would tell us that students want to be close to this road here, close to this sort of area here, and then over here. Now, I happen to know that there's university bus services run along here. And actually, one of the nuances with various cities is there's certain types of houses in certain locations. So if we scroll down, a lot of the houses sort of near the seafront here wouldn't be suitable for HMOs because they're significantly more expensive. That's a really popular family area. Whereas these roads here are the smaller sort of 2 or 3 bedroom or 4 bedroom mid-terrace houses that are easy for us to convert into HMOs. So in terms of selecting our area, that's one of the ways we can find out where the students live. Now, we don't personally focus predominantly on student accommodation. Ours is predominantly on young professionals, but we'll find a property here because we know that there are existing HMOs here. We'll find one here and look to convert that. So if we go back, so let's search for properties. Well, this area is actually Southsea, so we'll search for properties in Southsea for sale. Probably want to search from 270 to 325. Minimum of 3 bedrooms. Property type houses. We're not going to include sold properties on this occasion. So there's 64 houses in Southsea that are currently 3-bedroom houses between 270 and 325 that are available for sale. So the first HMO we've happened upon here is the Manners Road one. So this is in Manners Road. It's a 4-bed HMO. I would guess that that's a 3-bed house that's got a downstairs bedroom being rented out as an HMO bedroom, because that's traditionally what an HMO used to look like. So without even looking through the property, if we click straight on the floor plan, on the ground floor we've got entrance in, we've got living room, we've got kitchen, and we've got a bedroom. On the second floor plan, which would be the first floor, go up, we've got a bathroom there in the middle, we've got a bedroom, second bedroom, third bedroom. So as we suggested, 3-bedroom house turned into a 4-bed HMO, and I can see loads of potential that we could do with this property. So then we'll go through the pictures. So, you know, kitchen's relatively okay at the moment. I mean, furniture there's a bit dated, but when someone's got some very old dark wood, an oak or whatever it is, fold-out dining table, that probably indicates this isn't exactly the cutting edge of current student accommodation. And again, these sofas are not great. You can see it's got one pendant light in there, which is not the most modern. This is not the most desirable student house in the world. Pretty standard bathroom. The bedrooms are what lets this down. I mean, we've got a green sink here. We've got very old, mismatched wooden furniture. I would probably guess this person bought this property a significant amount of time ago, and ultimately they haven't updated it in any way. This definitely wasn't designed as it is. You can still see we've got the fireplace in. We've got a radiator behind the bed. So they've never planned the bedroom out. They've just put the furniture in wherever it fits, which ultimately doesn't mean that it's optimized in any way. Second bedroom, so we've got, again, mismatched furnishings. You probably wouldn't really want to live in this room. It doesn't look great. We've got a sink hidden in what used to be a wardrobe. Interestingly, no extension on the back of the house, which is absolutely ideal for us. What that tells us is there's a potential opportunity to add an extension off the back of the house. And even better, from this photo, we can see that the house next door has already done that. So we know there's some potential here. Brilliant. Having a quick look at the roof line here, we can't see any Velux windows on the front of this house. So, you know, nobody in this row has optimized their HMO with a loft conversion. But it's a bay and forecourt house, relatively good size house. Cool. So, let's go back. Let's quickly have a look then. If we search for Portsmouth planning, go to planning applications, view all planning applications. Every city will have a website like this. Ultimately, what we'll do here is we'll type in Manners Road. Cool. So let's see if there's any other houses in Manners Road that are already converted into 7-bed houses. So C3, 8 beds. So 59 Manners Road's an 8-bed. Let's find one that's a 7. So 147 Manners Road is a 7-bed. So if we click on this one. Right, what we want to do is it's got permission. So here we can see conditional permission. So it's got conditional permission to be a 7-bed HMO. So click on documents. Somewhere here we should see some plans. Brilliant. So we've got some plans. So this is the similar sort of house, just flipped the other way. So we've got entrance here. That was the lounge on the other house. It's a bedroom with ensuite. Staircase in the middle, which is useful. We've then got kitchen, dining room there. That's the same position of the staircase as the other place. Kitchen, diner in the middle as we had in the other house, and then bedroom with ensuite at the back. So you can see this grey is an addition, so that's either a permitted development or prior approval extension. But on the ground floor, we've got 2 ensuite bedrooms. We could definitely do that with the house we've just seen. On the first floor, we've got bedroom here, shared bathroom, second bedroom, third bedroom. You can see all of them are just over 10 square metres, so they're good sized rooms but not big enough to put en suites in. So that's 3 bedrooms sharing 1 bathroom on the middle floor, which is absolutely fine, particularly in a student area. And then in the top floor, they've got a loft conversion, bedroom 6 with ensuite, bedroom 7 with ensuite. So we've got 7 bedrooms, 4 of which are ensuite, 3 of which share a bathroom. This is, in a student area, a good house. And ultimately, because we've seen that it's possible with this, we know that if we buy this house, assuming it's got planning permission because it says it's got C4, under contract till July, if we read the full description, this looks like the sort of property that we're after. If we quickly look at the bedroom sizes, what we'd be able to do here is go through that other house we found, look at the size of the bedroom. So for example, rear double bedroom, 4 metres by 3 metres, that's roughly 12 square metres. That rear double bedroom is 12 square metres. That one there, 3.6 by 2.1, that's going to be around 7 square metres. So ultimately what they've probably done is taken some of this bedroom space to use for this one. And this one here, that's 4.27 by 3.66. Again, that's just over or over 12 square metres. That's why that one had the ensuite in it. So this is a really good house that we could use to get 4 ensuites and 3 non-ensuite bedrooms. Absolutely perfect, all found on Rightmove, easy to find. So if we wanted to optimise this exact property with the rents that we're looking at that were around £5,000, we'd be looking at a valuation of around £650,000 for this house. So roughly, to do loft conversion extension and a full internal remodel right now in 2024, you're probably looking around £200,000. There's ways you can work out the build cost. I'll do another video on that. But ultimately, this house, 325 purchase, let's say 25 grand in fees by the time you paid architects, solicitors, etc. You're looking at 350 plus the build cost, 550 in total, including probably the new furnishing and that side of things. So 550. If we said 675 as a valuation is probably realistic. 506,000 would be a 75% loan to value, so we'd be leaving about £45,000 in the property. If we did it on an 80% loan to value, we'd obviously be leaving significantly less in. So this is a house where within 2 years, we're going to be able to recycle all of our cash out of this and go and repeat the model time after time. Great option, and that's one that I think we should do. Be sure to check the other videos that we've got on here. I'm just going to do another video, which will be about 10-12 minutes long, about potential houses that are not existing HMOs. There's loads of other value that I'm going to be adding, so make sure you subscribe. If you've got any questions, send them over. Equally, if you'd like to know how our business model works, potentially we would work with you, or if you're potentially interested in learning this model and you'd like to be mentored, click the links around this video, go to the HOW2HMO website, and there's all of the options on there. There's also a Calendly link where you can arrange a call with me, so you can have a 15-minute call and go through where you currently are in property, where you'd like to get to, whether that's somebody who's already in property or somebody who'd like to get into it, or like to learn our business model so you can make money off of doing projects for other people. Thank you very much for watching this, and be sure to subscribe.